Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the Med Spa Distributors Radiant Retailing class because I know I would love it. I was so excited to be able to be a part of it and to write an article about it and help get the word out to the skincare industry that Stephanie, Andrea, and Pam were creating this course because I think it's vital. I have been an advocate for retail sales my entire career. I worked in retail management in my early part of my career, and sales was always the number one thing that we did. Um, when I started working in a chain of day spa, well, it wasn't a chain when I started, it was one tiny little one, and then we grew it to a chain of four, working with physicians, and we had, I think at one point, probably 20, 25 estheticians. Um, the thing that we focused heavily on was making sure that we were educating clients on what they needed. We used skin analysis devices. We had one specifically that we would use on every client to give them an understanding of where their skin was. And so we focused heavily on monitoring estheticians' statistics and how many people requested them on a regular basis. We call that their return request percentage. And that usually was an indication of if they were really talented and people loved the results, they wanted to keep coming back to the same esthetician. And so I had an esthetician. Here's the big reveal, like from the article. If you wanted to learn the ending of the story, you had to come to the class. So here's the big reveal. I had an esthetician who had an incredibly high return request percentage, meaning majority of her clients loved her and would rebook with her. And this was in 2006, 2007. So it was a situation where we were charging top dollar for treatments. It was like 180 to upwards of like $300. Those dollars today would probably be somewhere in the area between $500 and $700. These treatments involved microdermabrasion, chemical peels, LED light therapy, vacuum massage. Like they were multimodality, multi-product treatments. So this woman worked with me and she had a really high return request percentage, but a really low retail to sales to service sales percentage, which means she wasn't selling anybody product. And I don't know why. We coached her for months and months and months, and she just did not have any desire to be a salesperson. And so I sat down with her one time and I said, listen, I really want to get an idea of what you use at home. Tell me everything that you use. We were just chatting, just like having a casual chat about what she used at home. And baby, let me tell you, honey, she used it all, like everything. Because we made sure that it was really affordable. And our reps knew our estheticians, if they had the product, they would sell it. Well, in most cases, this was the exception. So she listed serum for this and serum for that and serum for this. She had them all, the Cadillacs. And then she got into the moisturizers and she had a day and a night and she had one with this and one with, it was amazing. And then she got into her multiple types of SPF. She had an SPF lip balm. She had an SPF that went with makeup. She had a tinted SPF. She had an SPF that she wore that she went to the beach. Like, collection. And I was like, these are great. I love this. Like, say less. You've got it going on. Now what I want you to do is go home and throw it all away. And she looked at me like I had two heads. She's like, well, what? What are you talking about? Why would I do that? I was like, why do you need it? You don't need that. She said, yeah, skin needs to be taken care of. And I said, well, you don't think that because you have clients that are coming here to see you on a regular basis, paying hundreds of dollars for you to help them take a look at their skin, figure out what's going on with it, for you to help them come up with a treatment plan that's going to really correct fine lines, laxity, wrinkles, maybe clear up some acne, maybe to help treat rosacea. They're looking to you to come up with ways to look better, to have overall better skin health, and you're treating them and treating them. And you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So what I'd like to see you do is go over to Borders, because it was 2007 and we still had bookstores with magazines, and pick up an InStyle and peruse the beauty section and pick out like one of the serums there and maybe go to either Bloomingdale's or maybe Target or Macy's and pick up that serum. And then walk on down to CVS. In fact, you'll probably get the magazine at CVS. Peruse the magazine at CVS, and then walk over to the beauty aisle and pick out maybe a moisturizer, maybe something by Oil of Olay, like Regenerist serum. That's good. I've seen ads for that on TV. I know that's effective. And she literally sat there full gagged, like, what are you talking about? Why would I use those products? I said, you're going to use those products because that's what your clients are using. You see, when you walk into department stores or drugstores and you see the thousands and thousands and thousands of bottles and jars of moisturizers and serums and SPFs, they're there because people are buying them, not because they just need stuff to fill up the aisles. So consumers are actively engaged in this multi-billion-dollar industry we call the skincare industry. They're actively engaged. And their only source of information is TV commercials and magazines. That was in 2007. Now, they are being barraged at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook ads, retargeting ads whenever they're in their Gmail account from any website that they may have landed on. They're buying. They are. Or else it wouldn't be a multi-billion-dollar industry. It would be a couple of $100 industry. They're just not buying from you. And she said, say less. I'm done. I got you. I know exactly what I need to do. And she went on to be one of our highest performing retail sales people. And yes, she was selling, but it wasn't even like she was trying. She was simply explaining to her clients what they needed at home to make sure that the treatment results had a better impact on their skin. It was that simple. And that is how easy it is. When you have an aesthetic license and a certification and probably hundreds of hours of ongoing education, your opinion matters. Your recommendation has value. Don't shortchange it. You can earn $20,000 in revenue, maybe $10,000 in profit, depending on your markup, if you sell $100 more a day. Sell 200, that's 40,000 in revenue, 20,000 in profit. 20,000 in profit, what could you do with that? That could be life-changing. That could talk life goals. That's car, down payment, house, like epic family vacation. That's life-changing. Money in the bank is security for you and your family. Don't shortchange yourself. Enjoy the radiant retailing that you can have.